At first glance, HTC 10 is a Canon flagship with top hardware and all that is necessary, but is it enough to win the attention of buyers and stand out from the competitors? Well, let's figure it out. Having very serious financial problems at the back, HTC decided to be alongside with fans, and the design approach only confirms it. Their flagships have the same appearance year by year. The 8 one was like the 7, 9 like 8, and to be honest, I would be surprised if the 10 was much different from the 9. The body is entirely made of aluminum. It is anodized and in our case painted in coal black color, which completely erased all the natural metal beauty. Back panel has huge milled beveling. It looks pretty good, but as we know, anodized coat is much harder than aluminum and paint holds in it much better. I want to say that this frame is easy to scratch and damages look really lousy on a black background. If you buy HTC 10, buy only in silver color. A few words about strange layout of controls. The first odd thing is off-center buttons on the front panel. The offset about them is wider than under. I think it is not okay. Fingerprint reader stands out on the front panel as a mad spot. It works relatively fast and almost trouble-free. The second smartphone's misunderstanding is its stereo speakers. The speaker near the screen is high frequent and one at the bottom acts as a subwoofer. Lying on the table, smartphone sounds very tasty, but inside pants or jacket, unfortunately not. Since this sub is the only output from pocket, ringtone is almost never heard on the street. So it turns out that the loudest speakers on the market are not capable of doing the thing it's made for: successfully report an incoming call. Device ergonomics is quite bad as for a 5.2-inch smartphone. It has pretty thick body and weighs 161 grams. Of course, this is because of a good battery, but all competitors with touch batteries are thinner and lighter. The HTC 10's body is well assembled. There are no gaps, dents or torn metal mill sides, nothing dangles and bugs out. The device has 5.2-inch 1440p Super LCD 5 display. The screen has gorgeous viewing angles. Brightness range is impressive too. The maximum point is bright enough to see everything in direct sunlight, and the minimum is dim enough and allows you to look at the screen comfortably even in complete darkness. The color reproduction is very saturated. Screen looks almost like Super AMOLED one, but this RGB mode makes colors much more pleasant for eyes. There are white balance settings for all color modes as well. Smartphone's hardware is Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 processor, Adreno 530 graphics and 4 gigs of RAM. The storage can be 32 or 64 gigs and it can be expanded with micro SD card. HTC 10's daily tasks performance does its best, and heavy games run swift and clear even at maximum graphics. For example, World of Tanks runs at almost stable 60 FPS, and in general there are no problems with other games. Running on the first firmwares, HTC 10 became overheated even while navigation through system. After some updates, overwarming became less, but remained fast and constant. While gaming, the gadget's temperature rises indecently high and it becomes uncomfortable to hold in hands. The smartphone feeds by 3000 mAh battery. The battery life is a little less than 2 days, so if you don't use your phone a lot during non-working time, you definitely won't have to charge HTC 10 every day. For gaming fans and mass haters, HTC includes Boost Plus app. It can remove cache files and save a little energy while gaming by manually lowering the image resolution. In addition, there is max power saving mode. It will cut out most functions of your smartphone, but allow you to be in touch for a long time with nearly empty battery. Now about multimedia. Thankfully, this time instead of a dual camera, HTC installed a single 12-megapixel camera with f1.8 aperture. Sensor is once again made via ultra-pixel technology, which gave HTC 10 one of the most snappy cameras of 2016. The shutter speed is pretty fast, even in bad light conditions. Unfortunately, HTC 10's photos are mostly overexposed, which is unseen only when shooting indoors. To solve this, we can use a slider in the camera interface, but it does not move quickly and drops each time the focus is reset, which is incredibly annoying. Video capturing resolution is 4K, quality is very good, but the highlights remain and can't be removed because there is no slider in video shooting mode. About software, smartphone works on Android 6.0, which goes in pair with HTC Sense. I should mention the company's care about customers. After the first connection to the Wi-Fi, smartphone immediately starts receiving updates one by one. The launcher itself is not congested with useless trash. The blink feed is the only crappy app which comes in mind. Besides, there are some motion launch gestures which can be set up and the theme engine that allows changing design of the launcher. In general, the system looks pretty nice with its conventional design. Let's sum up the results. Despite some of the shortcomings, I believe that the HTC 10 is worth buying. Among all the A-brand's flagships, it is the only smartphone in my mind without excessive gloss. There is no glass all around, buttons are on the right places, and there is no useless crap like heart rate sensors or dual camera. Unlike previous years, the price for the HTC 10 is quite comparable to its competitors, and it seems to me it is another reason to try this one if you're choosing a new smartphone. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share and subscribe for our channel. Thank you for watching.